I saw a few Facebook pictures developed in Lightroom, and they were sun flare pictures, and I've been trying to achieve them in Lightroom, but not successful. So I'm wondering if you can help. Hey, this is Scott Weinkiewicz, a storyteller with a camera, talking about all the things photographers like you and I are thinking about. And in this video, I want to talk about sun flare, light leaks. I got an email from a photographer. It's the one that you just heard me read earlier in this video. The photographer is looking for a way to make sun flare inside of Lightroom. Here we are inside of Lightroom, and you can see that I have a photo up here, and I have my flare up Lightroom presets that you can get at scottwyden.com/presets. And you can see that if you can easily just hover over and see the differences that each one makes. And the beautiful part about these is that they are all fully customizable inside of Lightroom. You don't have to leave Lightroom, and you can modify them at your will at any time. Now here's the thing. Lightroom is fantastic at doing certain things, but it is not great at doing sun flare. It's not designed to create sun flare. Lightroom is designed to edit photos, not to create a photo. That's more of what Photoshop is for, or AI tools like Luminar AI that can actually add in sun flare on the fly. But you could sort of hack it a little bit. Let's say that I had the sun over here in this photo that you see right here. Let's see, right in between these two buildings, right here by the top of this crane, and that's where the sun is peeking through. So I can go ahead to my local adjustment and grab this one sun flare that I've created in my preset, and I could shrink it down to make it smaller and make it more like what the sun would produce if the sun was there. And then I could go ahead and adjust the temperature to match the sun and enhance the sun. You could smooth it out, make it more feathered. You could do a lot of different things as you want, however you want. But it's worth noting that if you want an actual sun flare, you cannot do that inside of Lightroom. If you would like the flare up presets, just head over to scottwyden.com/presets and pick up the preset package. They're included. But if you're looking for a true sun flare, I recommend picking up something like Luminar or Luminar AI. Here we are inside of Luminar. This is the same exact photo that you were just looking at without any flare on it at all. And if we go to the Creative tab and then go down to where it says Sun Rays, and we click on that, turn it on, place the sun in the center, and then raise the amount of that, we can then take this and move it to exactly where I was talking about, right at the top of this crane. And then you can go ahead and do your adjustments from there. So we can change the amount to make it look more realistic. Go to the overall look. Again, you want to make it look as realistic as possible. Change the sun flare length. We're going to make it smaller so it doesn't protrude down here at the bottom. You can change the amount of rays, sun's glow. I think just like that. Let's make it warmer. There we go. Now, here's the before and after. Let's actually click off of that, so we hide that. Before, after. That is more of what we would see with an actual sun ray, with an actual sun flare, rather than what Lightroom is capable of doing. And as you can see, Luminar did it quite easily with minimal effort. If you wanted to take this a step further, you could simply by replacing the sky overall. You could go ahead and choose a sky that you want to replace. So let's go with a dramatic sunset. And then we can actually do some horizon bending to make it more how we want. Change the position. I think something like that is more realistic. Let's go to advanced settings and make that match. And now you can see we've got more of a sky, and we have the sun flare coming out here. You can see that it's way more realistic than what it was with just that bland sky that was already there. And if we go ahead and we defocus the sky, you can see that it's bringing more attention to the foreground, which is what we want anyway, but we've got that sun flare just sort of bokeh'd in the background. So there's your options. Your options are either doing it inside of Lightroom, which can give you a little bit of control over doing some sun flare, but not much. And then there's something like what Luminar can offer, or Luminar AI can offer, which can make a actual sun flare. And you can replace the sky, which is pretty cool. So again, if you're interested in the presets, just go to scottwyden.com/presets. And if you're interested in Luminar, just go to skyloom.com. I will link to both of those in the description down below. But before you go, be sure to click the subscribe button. I publish new videos every Monday and Thursday whenever possible. You don't want to miss it.